Hey guys, Burger Gamer 22 here with another collection update. So let's just get started. So the last one I did of these was back in like January. So you haven't, I never did one for February, March, or April. But I'm gonna do all three of them in a single video. So let's just get started. 'Cause I do have quite a few things that I bought. These are in no particular order. They're just kind of like mixed up right now. So you see like some like April stuff before I get to some of the February pickups. So yeah, just bear with me. This one is the Batman, the complete series. Now this one I grew up with and I really enjoyed this series. I know I had season 5 on DVD back in the day, like back in like 2008 I bought it on DVD. And yeah, I always just really enjoyed this series. I like the design of the Batman. I didn't care too much for the Joker, and some of the others I'm a little but I don't know, it's kind of like 50-50. I like some of the designs on this, but I also don't like a lot of the other ones. But yeah, other than that, I just really enjoyed this series, and it's pretty much bought it at Target a few months ago, back in like early March when it came out. I was surprised actually that my local one had this, because it's like something that you will only find like online only. But yeah, glad to own it, and it's like a pretty fun one. If you haven't seen it, definitely check that one out. So yeah, I'm gonna start with a lot of like DC stuff. I was really into DC when the Batman came out on, when was it, like March, February? I don't know, somewhere around those dates. So yeah, the next one is Beware the Batman. This is part 1 and part 2, and this is like only like one season, so yeah, it was kind of good. There's not too much like big name characters on this. Pretty much the only one is, I think, Killer Croc, and who else? I think Deathstroke shows up at the series, but yeah, not too much like well-known villains. Some more obscure ones. But other than that, I really enjoyed the series. It's a pretty fun one, not on the level of the Batman, but still a really nice watch. Next is Superman vs. the Elite. I thought it was decent. But as I've been saying, I've been collecting a lot of these like DC animated movies. I'm starting to get back into some of the older ones, which I missed. And yeah, it's a decent one. Next one is Superman Brainiac Attacks. This one's kind of based on the the 90s animated series, and this one came out actually in like 2005. So yeah, it came out like years after the series was on TV. But yeah, it was a decent one. It's kind of like a throwback one, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Next is Batman the Animated Series, the complete collection. Now, what can I say about this? This is pretty much everyone's favorite like animated series of all time. As far as comic book movies or comic books is concerned. And yes, it's a pretty like what can I say? It's so many like awesome like legendary episodes on this. So many great characters. So many characters got busted to like A-listers because of this. But yes, it's like I don't know what can I say? It's like a legendary animated series. Definitely a must own for any collector. Next one this is a big lots pickup, The Great Battle. Still haven't opened it. Yeah, it's like too much stuff that I bought. I don't really have time to watch any of this. Next one is Jesus of Nazareth. This one I think I bought back in like February. Yeah, I actually saw this one back in like January, so yeah, it was kind of fresh, and it's like a 6-hour thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait a few months before I probably even watch this one again, because I really need a lot of time to watch that one. Next one is the Scream 5, or whatever you want to call it, Scream the 2022 movie, Steelbook. Now, this movie I actually really enjoyed. I saw it in theaters. It was a pretty fun movie. What can I say? Like, it was surprising because it was like a January movie, and January movies tend to be like terrible. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was surprised to find the Steelbook at Best Buy. I wasn't planning on getting it, but I saw it there. I was just tempted, like, yeah, you know what? Let me just get it. But yeah, it's a pretty fun movie. What can I say? One of the better slasher movies of the newer ones. Next one is Spider-Man No Way Home. This is the Target 4K slipcover. Now I was actually kind of debating which one should I get, whether to go to Target or go to Best Buy to buy the Steelbook, but I actually made a good decision, because I just pretty much ordered for pickup at Target. Surprisingly, they did have it this time, and yeah, cause I can pretty much dodged a bullet, because I know like a lot of people had trouble getting the Steelbook at Best Buy. I saw like Flipkick's video. He went in like opening, no one, and he never found a copy of that. And a lot of people were reporting that problem. Apparently, it's like an online only thing, and it sold out pretty quick. So yeah, a guy that actually just went to Target first thing in the morning just got it. Next two are these are Dollar General pickups, Sharknado 2 and 3. Now the second one I actually kind of likes. This one is set in New York. I thought it was a pretty fun movie. The three, not so much. It was like a traveling thing. It was like a couple cities it was set in. But yeah, the second one was pretty decent in my opinion. Next one is Black Hawk Down. This one I enjoyed. It's a fun movie, you know, like a good movie, just like a typical like military movie. Good watch. Next one is Project X. It's a fun movie, to be honest. Kind of like has like a lot of like obviously it's like a lot like a party movie, has like some super bad feeling to it. You know, like the little crew that hosts the party. But yeah, it's a fun movie, like fun movie to watch on like a Friday, Saturday night when you got nothing to do. And yeah. Next one is Avengers Confidential, Black Widow and Punisher. This is one of those like Marvel, like these Japanese like animated movies. You know, I think there's like a series for the X-Men too, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, it's pretty fun. It's pretty much like the few like animated stuff that Marvel has going on. This is like a one-off movie, I believe. But yeah, I actually enjoyed it. Probably looking forward to maybe watching some of the X-Men. I think there's like Wolverine one too, like an anime series of that. But yeah, I'm just I'll try to see if I can get into that one. Next one is Venom, Let There Be Carnage. This one was kind of I don't know, I didn't care for it too much, but I definitely need to give it another rewatch because it was I actually thought the first one was a lot better, and actually I know a lot of people didn't like the first one, but I actually kind of enjoyed it for what it was. This one, not so much, to be honest. I don't know, there was something about it I just didn't like. Maybe Venom talks too much, too many like cheesy jokes in my opinion. But yeah, what can I say? I bought it for like $15 at Best Buy, so I'm a collector. I'm gonna get everything. Next one is Clerks. You know, this is a fun movie. What can I say? It was one of the a very well known movie. Pretty, you know, it's like a kind of like when you're like in this age, you don't know what to do, you know where to work, you know where life is going. It's a pretty nice watch for if you're in that situation. And I don't know, maybe I'm kind of in that right now. And it's, you know, it's like a fun movie just to watch, you know, just to kill time, like Saturday, maybe not night, but like noon, somewhere you can watch it. But yeah, a fun movie. Next one, also Dark General pickups. Actually just went last week, so I haven't seen any of these. They're all sealed. Randall Dark Avenger. I actually kind of like the cover. So yeah, haven't seen it. El Dorado City of Gold. Haven't opened it yet. Yeah, they're like $125 now. I know everything went up at the Dollar Tree, but you know, it's still pretty cheap. So I just bought a lot of stuff. This Warning Shot. Tekken Kaguya's Revenge. This one pretty much I only bought because I like these like white transparent cases. Yeah, I don't know, they're kind of rare. I think they're just like replacement ones because I don't think I've seen many of them at like at Walmart or Target that would actually have these white cases. So they must be like replacement when the original ones are kind of messed up. Next are two of the Digimon Adventure ones. Haven't seen them. Actually, I haven't seen too much of Digimon anything, so what can I say? I just bought they're cheap, so I'm gonna pick them up. Next one is Panic. Actually, I really like the slip cover on this, and I heard it's pretty good, to be honest. And yeah, this is actually very good conditions for like a Dollar Tree thing. You know, a lot of times their movies are kind of banged up, their cases. But yeah, this looks pretty nice, and I heard it's okay, so I'll definitely give it a watch. Next one is The Eternals. Now this one, it was an average for Marvel. You know, it was one of the weak ones in my opinion. But actually, there's a few things I liked about it. You know, I liked when they were like traveling from different like cultures. I think they were like in some like the Middle East, like Baghdad or something like that. I don't know, something like Babylonia. I think it was. I'm not sure. They were like in the Mayan place too. They were like in India for a bit, and that actually I kind of like that aspect. There was like you know, these gods, they're all over the world, not just in like one area. And actually, I like that that part of this movie. But for the most part, the rest of it was kind of I don't know. It was average. Didn't blow me away or anything. I was more interested in like the Marvel lore that they're going to introduce, you know, the Celestials, that sort of thing, rather than the actual like main characters on this. But yeah, I'm a collector. I'm just gonna get everything. Next one is Batman, Mystery of the Batwoman. This one I just found very cheap on Amazon. It was like $5, so yeah, I decided to buy it. I already have this one on DVD, so I wasn't no rush to watch this one, but it was like $5, so yeah, I decided to just pick it up. This one is Rampage. You know, it's like a fun blockbuster movie, like a destruction movie. And yes, it's pretty fun. I saw it like a little over a year ago. It was okay. So yeah, decided to pick it up at, I think it was Big Lots that I bought it at. Next one is Salt. Another Big Lots pickup. And yeah, I'm not too much into like action, you know, the typical like terrorist, like, you know, plot going on, those typical action movies. But I don't know, it was cheap at Big Lots, so I decided to pick it up. Why not? And that one was okay. Next one is, this is a Dollar Tree pickup. Deadheading, Evil on the Plane. I don't know, it's like I think it's like about a flight attendant that she has like a one night stand with like a passenger or with someone else, and he ends up dead, and she just I don't know, she's just trying to cover up the body while she's in the hotel room. It's just, I don't know, it's like a weird one. Gonna need to rewatch it again, to be honest, to fully grasp the story on it. Next one is Roma. Now this one actually like a Netflix original, and I actually think it had like a very limited run, you know, on these like landmark cinemas, you know, these exclusive theaters, like, you know, there's one of them like each city. But yeah, afterwards it came out on Netflix, and I actually really enjoyed this one. It's a pretty fun movie. It was very personal for him, and I just really enjoyed this movie when it came out. You just decided to pick it up, pick the Criterion up, and it looks good on Blu-ray, so why not? It's actually my first Criterion I've ever bought, so. Next one is, this is a Dollar General pickup, Bloodfest. And I was just kind of disappointed. I know the concept of this was kind of interesting, but the Empire was kind of disappointing. I know I don't know what's his name, the Peter Parker's best friend, and you know the new Spider-Man, he's on this. He's that actor. He's in this movie, but yeah, other than this, I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest. I don't know. I was expecting more from that one. Next one is Nighthawks. Now this one I saw like 2 years ago, and I really enjoyed it was on Netflix, like a, you know, like an 80s like movie, like a detective, like buddy cop movie. I don't know, it's like a fun movie to watch. Next one is Intruder. This one takes place in like during like the night shift, like a supermarket. You know, all the employees are there. You know, they hear notice that their supermarket, they're closing pretty soon. And you know, while they're in the night shift, like there's someone that breaks in and starts just picking, like murdering them one by one. Yes, like a very like a gory movie. Has some of the kills are very brutal, but it's just a fun movie to watch. I don't know if you've never seen this. If you want to check this one out, it's a pretty fun movie. I actually wasn't expecting too much of this, but you know, there's not too much like movies like set in like retail, so it's just like a, I don't know, like a fun setting for the movie. It's just like a pretty nice watch. Next one is Mama. I think it's produced by Guillermo del Toro. I don't think he fully directed this movie, and I think they bought this one at Dollar General. I actually kind of forgot what it was about. I just kind of remember like the end scene. I think it's like I don't know, like a ghost. He's protecting like a demon ghost thing. He's protecting these two children. They're like murdering like other people. I don't know. It's just like a brutal one. It looks good because, you know, Del Toro, and pretty much anything Del Toro was visually is gonna look good. You know, like the monsters are a bit more practical. But yeah, it was alright for what it was. I definitely give this one another watch. Next one is Lights Out. It was meh. I kind of saw the trailers back in, I think one of the Conjuring movies had the trailer for this, and thought it was just meh. I'll definitely give it another watch just to give it another chance, but I'm not looking forward to watching that one again. Next one is The Last Dragon. Now this was like a fun movie. It's like an 80s kung fu one. It's kind of like a tribute to, you know, the 70s, you know, 60s, 70s kung fu movies, you know, especially the Bruce Lee movies. Like a tribute to those, and it's, you know, it's a fun movie. If you've never seen this one, definitely check this one out. Next one is Scarface, one about a Big Lots. You know, it's a great movie. Actually, First saw this movie back like about 6 years ago, and I wasn't too impressed. I thought it was man kind of overrated, but after watching it again, it definitely grew on me the second time. But what can I say? He's an absolute legend. Too many of these mob movies. It's a fun movie to watch. Actually, I had never seen this cover. I don't know if it's actually like an authentic thing, or is this like a I don't know, like a bootleg? Cause I don't know, kind of like the back of this kind of looks like kind of blurry. But other than that, this looks fine to be honest. I don't know if it's like maybe it's the cover is like they reprinted it. I think 'cause it looks like some of the logos look kind of blurry on the back. But other than that, fun movie to watch. Like a legendary one. Next one is Zoolander. This is a steelbook found at Big Lots. This is a fun movie. Actually, I haven't heard too much of this movie, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I'm not too big a fan of Ben Stiller, but he did pretty good in this one. It was pretty fun, like a nice surprise for me. And yeah, I don't have too many steelbooks, so that's pretty much like a reason why I decided to pick that one up. Next one is Onyx Equinox. Now this one's a Crunchyroll original. It's kind of like an anime, but not really, because I think it was like made here and it was animated like South Korea or something. But yes, it's the ones set in like ancient like Mesoamerica, like Aztecs, Mayans, that sort of thing. So yes, it's like a weird setting you just never get in any of these shows. Pretty much everything's set in like Europe or Asia, like Japan or something. So this is a pretty fun movie. It's like it kind of reminds me of like a little bit of Attack on Titan, but also like Avatar. Avatar, I think The Last Airbender, that's what it's called. I've never seen that show, but it kind of reminds me of that, just the animation. And some of the storyline kind of reminds me a little bit of Attack on Titan. It's kind of like they got inspired by those shows, obviously. But it's set in like Mesoamerica, so yeah, Mayans, Aztecs. There's not too much stuff set in that area, so that's why I decided to check this one out. I actually really enjoyed it. Hopefully there's season 2 coming out. And yes, Price had like a Blu-ray release at all, because it's like a Crunchyroll original, like I've been saying. And yeah, fun to watch in my opinion. Now on to some DVDs. Now this one is a WWE one, and I grew up with this one in particular. This is WrestleMania 22. Now this one was actually the very first WrestleMania I've ever watched. This one's probably my favorite. I remember when I was a kid, I only had like a few of them, and this was pretty much my favorite of all of them. I saw this one so many times, especially on Saturday mornings. This was my favorite thing to watch. Just watch WrestleMania 22, just watch it over and over again. And I don't know, I remember I had the DVD back in the day. I had like a bootleg version. Then after a few months, I just bought the original one. And yeah, actually was just wore them out, even the other one. So I actually found this one at eBay. It was pretty cheap. I think it was like $15, so that's pretty cheap for this. And it was like brand new, sealed. So I got like really lucky finding this, because like a new seal of this would be like $30 plus. Pretty much everything was over $30. This one I found at like $15. So yes, I just got lucky in that, and I just really enjoyed this one. This one is really dear to my heart. I know it's not the greatest WrestleMania of all time, even not in the Ruthless Aggression era, but I don't know, it's just my favorite product because I grew up with it. It's just a very fun one. I don't know, what can I say? Next one is another Dollar Tree one, Underdog. Haven't opened it yet. Patrick. High Moon. Trespassers. Crucible of Terror. This one, it was kind of disappointing. I thought it was gonna be like more horror like, but it was kind of like it was kind of boring. Pretty dated to be honest. The kills weren't even that special. But yeah, I don't know. The cover's kind of misleading. It looks pretty freaky to be honest. I think it's like a 60s or 70s movie. But yeah. Next up are some of the more big loss pickups. These are like the tart Asian ones. I'm actually collecting some of these Asian movies. This is Cinderella. Actually wasn't too much of a fan of this one. Cello. This one was alright, but still not that great. Now this one I actually kind of enjoyed. This is The Booth. Now this one's like takes place in Japan. Like a DJ, like a radio talk show host. He's like, he's pretty much the whole movie takes place in like this, the studio, where they're airing their, the radio show. Pretty much the whole movie's set on that, and it's just like this dude is talking, then he gets like a weird like calls in. So, he gets like cryptic messages like liars. He like that's what they keep saying to him, like liar or something, like he did or something like that. It's like then you kind of gotta watch it to fully understand what this movie's about. But yes, I actually enjoyed it for what it was. But he, I think there's like an implication that he murdered someone, and like someone knows, and he's kind of letting his audience know. That are listening to his radio show, and I don't know, it's like kind of like psychological one, especially for the main character. But yeah, I actually kind of enjoyed this one. I think the ending was a little lackluster, but for the most part, I enjoyed the rest of the movie. And pretty much the whole movie takes place in this, like a studio booth. Pretty much the whole movie takes place in that. And there's like flashbacks occasionally, but pretty much the whole movie's on set on that. But that one is probably my favorite one of those three, of the three that I showed you. Yeah, I can't explain it too well because it was like 2 months ago that I watched it, but yeah, just kind of give it a watch if you can find it anywhere. Next one is a double feature. This is the Stand and Deliver and Lean on Me. This is like two teacher movies. They're both they're both good in my opinion. I really enjoyed both of them, and there's like no Blu-ray release of any of these two, so I just decided to just buy the double feature. Hopefully they'll release these on Blu-ray, in the future. Pretty much the only one I know. There's another one called like Hard Lessons. I know Denzel Washington's on there. Like pretty similar movie. Like these teacher principal type of movies. Fix up like a messed up schools. But yeah, they're fun watches in my opinion. Next one is William the Conqueror, another Dollar Tree one. I don't know. It just seemed kind of cheap. Thought it was gonna be in English, but it was actually just dubbed. I know you can tell the original language is like French or something, but I don't know. It just doesn't like seem to. I don't know. I just don't like when stuff is dubbed like that because it just sounds so cheap. And there's like not even an option for watching this in the original language, which would be French. It's pretty much only like the horrible English dub version of this. And I don't know. Just got, even like the costume, everything just seemed kind of cheap to be honest. So it was kind of meh. A Place in Hell. It's a Dollar General pickup. It was kind of mad to be honest. I definitely need to give this one another rewatch because I didn't fully pay too much attention to this one. But from what I remember, it just wasn't all that great in my opinion. But yeah, that was about it for my February, March, and April pickups. Quite a few things on this, and y'all. I know the next thing that comes out will be. What is it? The Batman. I know it comes out I think on the 24th, so yeah, stay tuned for that one. I might do another Blu-ray hunting video before that, so stay tuned for that. But for now, that's about it. Please comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.